Welcome into HogHype. Tyler Cash joined by Kevin Luthringer as Arkansas gets ready to do what everyone in the SEC hates to do, head to Tuscaloosa to take on Alabama. It's a place that Arkansas hasn't won since 2003. Is there any hype left? Is there any chance you think this gets turned around?
Well, there's not a whole lot of hype going into this week. It's going to be tough to beat Alabama ever, but especially tough when the offense is struggling, the run game's struggling. But, you know, the talk around the office for us has been, it's been so long since the Razorbacks have beaten Alabama, and now the year kind of feels like we've lost the season. This will be the year. This will be the year they finally do it, maybe. I don't know. There's no logic to that, but
there's no logic to college football and Arkansas football doubly so why not? Though now that we've expected it, it's not going to happen. It can go back and forth all day. Yeah, last time they won in Tuscaloosa was 2003. Last time they beat Alabama, of course, was 2006. All right, there's been some talk this year about almost being a down year for Bama. I mean, you know, it's a blessing. A down year, you're still ranked number 11 in the country, and there's a road to the college football playoff. What does this year's Bama team just do well besides everything?
Well, so this isn't the Bama teams we've played in the past where they have a first-round running back, they have a great defense. Jalen Milroe at quarterback is not just lighting the world on fire. He has gotten better the last couple of weeks, but where he struggles is accurate passing. I like to think if the defense can just kind of play it bend but don't break, put the guys back, and make him dink and dunk and beat you with the short stuff, he's not very accurate, and he will turn the ball over. Now, if you give him someone open deep, he'll launch it, and he has a strong arm. But just make him drive, and hopefully get a couple turnovers in. Maybe we get the offense magic. Maybe Dan Enos figures something out and KJ and Rocket kind of get going.
And you kind of mentioned it. The defense has been much improved for Arkansas this year, coming off a matchup last year where the Hogs made things real interesting in the third quarter, but then a couple defensive collapses against Alabama kind of gave that game away. So now if the defense can keep things within shooting difference, the offense then becomes the question mark, and especially the running game. Do you see them having any success against this Alabama defensive front?
Well, to your point on the defense, they're not just setting the world on fire, but they did. Ole Miss came into the game last week averaging 44 points per game, and they held them to 27. I mean, that's a potent offense holding to 27 points. So the defense has been better than expected. The offense, I'm just worried, even if this isn't Alabama, you know, with Will Anderson's up front, there's still going to be some big guys and a lot of talent up front in the front seven. And Sam Pittman said it this week, you can't win if you're not running the ball, and I don't see the run game getting any better this week. Now, maybe the offensive line turns things around, but it's just hard to turn things around in the SEC when you're going against Alabama and a bunch of five-stars up front.
All right, 3 of Arkansas's 4 losses this year have come by 1 point. Alabama's favored by nearly 20 points in this one. Can Arkansas keep it close and have a fighting chance in the end? Give me a prediction.
So here's my only, maybe I'm just wishing here, but Alabama does have Tennessee coming up, then LSU, then Kentucky. 3 ranked opponents coming up, so maybe a little look ahead because Arkansas hasn't shown anything on film to make you think they're good. And Arkansas, hey, the season might be lost, but if you can have a year where you beat Alabama at home, that gives something. So let's say, I think it's close. I'm going to say Alabama wins, but 31-24. Maybe we get lucky at the end.
Yeah, there you go. Who knows? It's college football, like you said. Anything can happen. Second half of the season for Arkansas gets going Saturday. Hey, what better way to kick off the second half than by shocking the world and beating Alabama? That one coming your way Saturday at 11 in the morning. And then, of course, full highlights, post-game reactions Saturday night back here on Hog Zone on THV 11.